Greetings, Earth enthusiasts. If you ever wondered about the incredible perspectives our planet has to offer from high above, you're in the right place. I am Dr. Clive Coetzee, and I'm thrilled to be your guide on this captivating journey into the world of remote sensing. Welcome. And please remember to like, subscribe to, and share this video. Thank you. Now that we've managed to clip our images, to display only for our region of interest, it's possible to export those images, um, let's say for use in another software program like QGIS. So that's a primary reason why we clip ours, so that we only focus on that specific area of our particular interest. And also bear in mind that Earth Engine only allows a certain size of images to be exported. So if your images is too big, covers too much bigger area, you most probably are not going to be able to export it. So you will have to then clip it into smaller pieces, export that, and within, let's say, QGIS, be able to then add those pieces together again. So we go to our Google Earth Engine, we go to our platform, we press on Code Editor, that will open the Code Editor. Within the Code Editor, we find our way to our saved script. In this case, we saved it as tutorial 4CO. We double click on the word itself, and that script will then be displayed in our script window. First thing I normally do is I run the script. Before I amend it, change it, whatever the case might be, I simply run the code. And the reason I'm doing that is just to make sure the code is still in working order. The code is still working. There's no errors with the code, etc., etc. Remember, as per the previous tutorial, we managed to clip our images, and we use this particular script where we say, okay, our images that we generated, we're going to clip those images for our region of interest. And for that, we have to upload our region of interest through the asset function within the Earth Engine, within the Code Editor. Remember, within assets, I press on the new function with the new button, and it will allow me to upload a shapefile. Remember, you must load all of the files, dependency files, not just the SHP file. Then your file will be located in the assets, and you just basically go and find that specific shapefile. I think we called it tutorial 4 region of interest. You double click on it or on the arrow, and it will open, or it will upload it in your script. Okay, so there's my shapefile or my region of interest, and I've called it, and obviously I'm displaying my region of interest, and I'm centering my map around my region of interest with a zoom level. Then we've created 3 images, or we want to create 3 images for 3 specific periods, which is a pre-COVID, a during COVID, and a post-COVID. So we want to compare the CO levels before the COVID pandemic. We want to look at the CO levels during the pandemic, and we want to look at the CO levels post the pandemic. Remember, the CO levels are indicative of man-made activities. Okay, so and then we obviously clip each of those images for our region of interest. There's our visualization parameters. There's our different layers that we want to display, and we have 9 different layers, 3 layers on the mean function that uses the mean function to display those images, the sum function and the median function. My preference is the median function. So in terms of that, I'm only going to export or upload the medium images. So the medium image for the pre-COVID pandemic, the medium image during the COVID pandemic, and the median image post the COVID pandemic. Okay, so this is the code that I'm going to use. I'm going to use the export to image.toDrive What drive is this? This is my Google Drive. Remember, when you register for Google Earth Engine, you will link it to your Google or to your Gmail account. Okay, so once you link it to your Google or your Gmail account, you obviously link it directly to your Google Drive. So in your Google Drive, you can now going to create a folder to which you want the Earth Engine or the code editor to export those images. In my case, I've created a folder called CO. So I want, for this particular project, I want the images to be exported to the CO folder. So within the code, I will specify, or in the script, I will specify for the code editor where do the editor need, where does the folder need the images needs to be uploaded, where must it be exported to. So if we look at the code, we're going to export it to my drive. What are we going to export? We're going to export the collection pre.medium image, which is this particular image. If I want to export the sum, I will obviously um, copy that specific name of it and I will export it. So the name of the image that you're going to export must correspond to the name of the image displayed in your map. You can give it a name. In my case, I'm giving it a CO underscore pre underscore COVID. Importantly, don't open spaces. Okay, the software don't really like open spaces. So as far as possible, either continuous words or using underscores or something to not where there's open spaces. The scale is just the size of the image that I want to, and that is a standard number. You can increase it, decrease it, not much, just use 30. And then, as I said, where is this image going to be saved to or exported to? And that is the folder CO within my Google Drive. And then I'm going to export it only for my region of interest. Okay, so I've got 3 images that I want to export. So I simply just copy and paste those, the export code. And I basically just change then the image collection that I want to, or the image that I want to export. In this case, I'm going to go, this is the pre-COVID image, this is the during COVID image, and this is the post-COVID image. Uh, and you just give it different names, etc. So that's the 3 images. I click on run, and the images obviously will then be displayed in the map. There's all the images. Remember, I'm only interested in the median images. So I'm gonna only highlight the median images. That's the only 3 that I'm interested in, obviously the region of interest. And then importantly, you'll see that the task in the task window, my export images will be located there. So there's my CO pre-COVID image, my CO during COVID image, my CO post-COVID image. They all um, located here, and now I need to go and run those images basically by pressing on the run. You basically just say export it. So we're going to click run, and a little window will open up, and you'll see the content of the window will be exactly the same as within the script. If you want to change it, you're welcome to change it, but in general, just leave it as is, and you're simply just going to press run. Now, it will take a bit of time depending on the size of your image, etc., etc. But once you've clicked run, what will happen is that the activity or the will be the process will shift from unsubmitted task to submitted task, and you'll see it will come up now. It will give you a little um, uh, thingamajig that tell you um, all the tasks that's currently in process of being saved to your folder. And it will give you roughly the time frames and all of and the duration and all these sort of things. And you do exactly the same for the other 3 images. etc., etc. So now you can go into your drive, your Google Drive, you click on your folder, and basically the file will be uploaded in this folder. Um, in my case, it hasn't yet been uploaded, but that's typically where the folder will be uploaded. So if I go back to my script, you'll see it does take a bit of time, again, depending on the size of your images. And that's, again, why you don't want your region of interest to be too big, because otherwise you're going to run into size problems, and it's going to take hours and hours and hours to upload these images. But yeah, so ultimately the folders should be uploaded, and there's the first one. It's now uploaded in my Google Drive. So if I go back, you'll see it is now in blue. It will tell you it took 11 minutes to upload that pre-COVID file. Okay, so that file has been uploaded. There's image. There's a number of the other two images are still in the process. Now, the image is now located in your Google Drive, and you can simply just download those images into your any other folder in your laptop or in your computer, and from there, obviously, you can then import it into QGIS or ArcGIS or whichever program you use. And you can do the further analysis, etc., with that. So that's in a nutshell how to export those images. As I said, you basically uses the export to image function within the code editor. What is important to remember is that there must be image name, and that image name will be the image that you're going to export, and you're going to export it to a folder within your Google Drive. And so you must name that folder which corresponds to your Google Drive. And then it's simply just a matter of give it some time for those images to upload into your Google folder. And obviously from there you can download it, and then you can open it up in, let's say, QGIS, and you can perform other functions with it. Yeah, so that is basically the ability to generate images, to click, to specify images for specific periods, to clip those images to your region of interest, to use various statistics, and then to export those images to your folder. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. In our next tutorial, we're going to continue with the basic Google Earth Engine Code Editor options, and we're going to look at a different data set, and we're going to redo basically this script just using a different data set. I trust you enjoyed it again, and please remember to like and subscribe.